rise.
Be seated. You guys multiply like amoebas.
How could the tow truck driver know that towing Mr. Singer's car would lead to Mr. Nidia,
NDIA.
Mr. Ndiaye, going into a diabetic coma? I mean, is he a doctor? Is he a trained nurse? The fact is, Ben Singer was parked illegally, and the tow truck driver simply did his job. Your Honor, this is a no-brainer.
I know I'm just a joke to you, and you only decided to hear my case because you were amused. Some crackpot acting as his own attorney, accusing the city of depraved indifference. You know what the most crowded room is in the Getty Museum? It's the room with Van Gogh's irises. Why? Because someone bought the painting for $54 million. There's a reverential silence in the iris room. Mr. and Mrs. Museum goer might as well be looking at a framed pile of cash. Newspapers publish movie grosses. If a movie earns over $100 million, we assume it must be good. There's no God, there's no beauty. If a painting or a CD doesn't sell, throw it out. The 910 freeway has a very sharp turn as it winds into the valley from the hills. And every year, 4 or 5 motorists are killed on this spot. The city conducted a cost and effect study. And the study concluded that the cost, in terms of human life, was not equal to the cost of rebuilding the highway. And so this deadly spot on the highway remains, and in 5 years, 20 more people will die. Well, if this isn't depraved indifference, I don't know what is. Ibu Ndiaye came here from Senegal. He worked as a guard at an outlet store in Carson. He's a great chess player. He's my friend. And he was thrown away. Well, what kind of a world do we live in that his life is worth less than this nobody's ability to get quickly into a parking space? Or the city impound's need for revenue so that each one of these amoebas can have a beach house in Miami? Is that really the kind of world we want to live in?
All rise.
My sympathy is with Mr. Ndiaye, and I wish him a speedy recovery. However, a tow truck driver is not a trained medical diagnostician and should not be expected to behave like one. Bottom line, you were parked in the wrong place at the wrong time. I rule in favor of the defense. I hope the Western world survives.